driven by God and haunted by consequences that could lead to permanent despair. We both know that reality may never supersede.
My name is Zoe Katz. Both my cat and I are performers. I'm a singer, and he acts in cat food commercials. I have to admit, I was a little jealous when my cat got a contract before I did, but anyway, I'm a 28-year-old third grade school teacher. I'm a little eccentric, but no more than the average Jewish woman. I live in a rent-controlled apartment in Santa Monica, California, within only a mile or two of my mother. She wouldn't have it any other way. Our relationship is complicated, to say the least. Well, she is complicated, to say the least. Still, I didn't think there was any harm in having her cat sit Tizzy for a week. I was wrong.
Mom, I'm here.
Now, I remember you told me she was a strict vegetarian. So
Tizzy isn't a vegetarian. Cats are part of the feline family. They eat like lions do.
well, I didn't give her any water. I know our water supply contains fluoride and she's diabetic.
Tizzy doesn't have diabetes. He has cancer.
I suppose when the veterinarian does the autopsy, then we'll know for sure what went wrong.
Mom, Tizzy's dead because you starved him to death.
It'll take an animal doctor to confirm that. Come on, Tizzy. Come on, girl. Come on, girl. Come on, Tizzy. Come on.
And you are a creature whose mystery will only be understood one day by the greatest minds in science.
Zoe.
And Tizzy was a boy!
Zoe Katz, now you know you're not mad at me. You're mad at the mold.
Mommy dearest says nothing on you.
Well, thank you, Zoe. When I was in my early 40s, I was told I looked a lot like Joan Crawford.
Seriously?
The reason my mom was watching Tizzy in the first place, God rest his soul, was because my mom and I had apartments that had become infested with black mold. My mom was able to get a new unit in her building, but I wasn't so lucky. After the mold in my own apartment was improperly removed from the drywall, my whole place became toxic. And I was homeless. My father was gracious enough to make a place for me at his home in Calabasas. My stepmother went along with it for a while, until we found out that all my clothes were still full of toxins. To say my stepmother was unhappy about it is the understatement of the century. And luckily for me, she's not shy in voicing her opinion.
Do you know how much your father paid for a 3-bedroom in Calabasas?
No, why don't you show me the deed?
And you come in here with your polluted wardrobe and want to crash the market value overnight. Bernie, come in here! Your daughter's infested the guest bedroom with toxic black mold.
Look, this place was infested by an incurable toxin the day you moved in, lady.
You know, you might care a little more about the worth of a house if you were mature enough to have one of your own and manage your own life.
Well, dearest stepmother, I think I managed just as well as you do if my parents dropped dead and left me a fucking fortune in a living trust.
Oh, you think so, do you?
Yeah, but instead, I have a mother who's a bipolar train wreck and a father who can only communicate with me through a piano keyboard.
Why, you little witch.
That today I'm not banging my head against a padded wall in a state mental institution is a miracle that should be immortalized in the contemporary Kabbalah.
Bernie, her clothes are full of black mold and she's trying to blame me for it.
No.
Now we'll have to have my whole retreat room.
No, I am not blaming you for anything. It's the remediation company that didn't do its job.
Zoe, you know I can't afford to redecorate this whole house. You show some respect to your stepmother, Katrina, or you get out.
I'm getting sick from my clothes, and all your wife is worried about is the falling resale value of her reupholstered retreat room?
These feel normal to me. But your hands are red as hell.
It's environmental sensitivity.
Either A, you're a crazy hypochondriac like your mother, or B, these clothes really are contaminated. Either way, get out of my house.
So Hurricane Katrina's managed to blow me away, is that it? Let me put my clothes in my car and I'll check into a Motel 6. These make my hands red too.
Enough! Come on!
Give me my shoes.
Come on, let's go. Come on, come on,
I'm
come on.
going!
Come on.
Let go of my arm, I'm going!
Not fast enough. Kurt, would you get her suitcase? You know, if you want to act like your mother, you can go live with your mother.
Well, she doesn't have a spare room.
Not my problem.
Look, the least you can do is lend me $50 for a hotel. You guys have enough.
You don't need to tell me how to spend my money. You've got money from those cat commercials coming in.
Well, I won't for much longer, and for God's sake, I'm your only daughter.
I've got Kurt's therapy and Kurt's college tuition to worry about. I don't need to worry about your finances.
Why do you pay for Kurt's therapy and Kurt's college funding when you never paid for mine?
Now stop it. I don't need to hear this.
I must have to take a job as a stripper. How the hell does that look on a third grade teacher's application?
I paid for your freshman year. I don't need to hear this.
You would pay for Kurt's fucking PhD if he asked you to. You know what, maybe I should get a penis and testicle transplant and then I would get a little bit more money from you too. But then I'd be a hermaphrodite like Katrina, wouldn't I?
Zoe, you take that back. My mom's a good woman.
Katrina is a fucking bitch.
Sometimes you remind me so much of your mother.
Sometimes you remind me so little of my father. But then you never wanted to be a real father to me, did you?
I did everything I could for you.
You want things to be like they were when I was 14 years old. And we would go out on those little piano dates. But that isn't real life. This is not a musical comedy. This is a serious drama.
Boy, it's always something with you. You're just a big disaster to me. Jewish people do not air their dirty laundry in public.
Like hell. Cross-contamination. Would you please give me a ride someplace?
I've had enough of your dramatics for one evening.
Never mind. I'll walk.
You can't walk around like that. You'll be arrested for indecent exposure.
2 more minutes with you, Toots, and I'll be arrested for involuntary manslaughter.
Zoe!
I'm sorry. I meant premeditated murder.
Now, the black mold travesty required that the decontamination process be overseen by a certified mold inspector, while my inspector came equipped with a sexy English accent that drove me crazy. Still, I tried to keep our relationship strictly on a professional level. Explain it to me again, would you, Inspector Morley?
Sure. Ask me anything.
The mycotoxins are byproducts of the spores, right?
Right.
And how exactly do they reproduce?
Spores release a noxious gas called mycotoxin, which penetrates the drywall.
Oh, penetrate! Yeah, penetrate!
Then the mycotoxins create their own colonies.
Oh, yeah, colonize me, Inspector Morley!
Then they reproduce hard and fast.
Harder, harder, faster, faster!
Mycotoxins sometimes can be used as psychological warfare against enemy agents.
Oh, I surrender! I surrender!
It only takes 48 hours for the black mold to form on dry walls.
Oh.
Instead of repairing it, some people just have their homes
All that being said, there should be no surprise that I am in therapy. Every Tuesday I see my therapist, which is where I'm headed now. He gives me a refreshing outlook on life, helps me relax and focus on the bigger picture. Still, I can't help but wonder whether he may need therapy himself.
Life is like singing. It's all about breathing. Just breathe. What needs to be let go will be let go. What needs to remain will remain. And what needs to be contained will be contained. Breathe with the bell.
I wanna go on, even though I don't belong to this tangible world. The force of the tide, dream while I'm still awake yet. Give me a surprise that I won't forget. Give me a dream. I want a box full of chocolate that won't make me fat. I want a freeway of drivers that won't get me mad. I want to work when I like, stay up all night. I want you to want me. I want passion. I want peace.
Well, eternity won't be lasting forever. Just say the word and we'll be back together. I dream night and day, but I cannot wake without you. The earth will stop turning, the sun will burn out. That doesn't mean that I don't need your love now. I dream night and day, but I cannot wake without you.